By the time investigators finally traced a multi-million-dollar cocaine operation running along the airport highway near Dwazo, Rabat's international airport, a case that would produce multiple arrests, an indictment of 12 individuals, and court proceedings still unfolding today. These European outcasts had already done the hard part. They had made themselves at home. A front page Africa
Okay.
investigation have found that all three men also carry Ghanaian passports. A small detail that says almost as much about how easily the region's documentation systems can be bent as it does about the men themselves. West Africa has become one of the world's most heavily used transit corridors for South American cocaine bound for European markets, and Croatia's syndicates have learned to move through it with practice ease. What this case shows more than anything is how that movement works. Not smugglers slipping through under cover of night, but operators patiently cultivating exactly the kind of political assets that makes hiding in the shadows unnecessary. Nick, to those who trade in his reputation, the kingpin to the Croatian press that has tracked him across three continents. Nikola Avencic did not become a fixture of international trafficking networks by accident, and his name entered Croatian law enforcement files long before it ever reached a Liberian courtroom for more than 15 years. In one form or another, it has never fully left them. Vincent first drew serious public attention after a Croatian police operation exposed a smuggling pipeline running straight out of South America in 2010. USKOK, Croatia's Bureau for Combating Corruption and Organized Crime, indicated or indicted him for organizing a 13-member criminal network accused of moving large quantities of cocaine from Peru, Argentina, and Ecuador in Croatia between 2005 and 2009. Investigators described a network that used moles or swallows to carry drugs across borders inside their own bodies. Can you imagine that? Distributed the narcotics through storage sites in Split and in Amoski, and kept its own people in line through violence and intimidation. Vincek spent 3.5 years inside Zagreb's remittent prison, awaiting trial before he and several co-defendants walked free in 2012, not acquitted by release after the legal limits of pre-trial detention expired while the case sat stalled in court. We'll stop you right here, Esther, because of time, and then send controls to you for the continuation of the dailies. But just before Esther can come in, folks, we just want to let you know the reason you are not hearing our weather report man these few days. He has a very tight schedule. All right, his new schedule cannot permit him to be on with us in the morning. All right, so Tunis is working out his new schedule to make some adjustment for the print news.
And Gus?
And Gus, we don't know about Gus. Gus did not tell us anything. Gus is just missing action.
Okay.
As for Aliyu Masale, he's in Liberia, and he's here to take on some family and other responsibilities
And
before he can
also
get back.
experiencing Liberia internet system.
Uh-huh. All right, so that's it. Let's send controls to Esther to continue
Thank
with the
you.
Daily Observer.
Okay, we have before me the Daily Observer, and the top story here says ex-vice president denies drug charges. As Bong citizens demand independent probe, chambers urge equal justice. Bong County District 5 Representative Eugene J. M. Colley, former Vice President Joel Howard Taylor, and former Speaker of the House of Representatives Beaufort Chambers, they are all photographed right here on the front page of the Daily Observer. But let's jump to where this story is. We have it on page 10. Let's take some lines and then we can run up to more stories. Former Vice President Joel Howard Taylor has categorically denied allegations linking to linking her to drug trafficking and related offenses, describing the case as a politically motivated attempt to damage her reputation, as concerns over her treatment and the broader conduct of Liberia's anti-drug campaign continue to grow. The former vice president's denial has triggered a wider national debate over the balance between aggressive law enforcement and constitutional protections, with a coalition of Bond County eminent citizens demanding an independent investigation into the circumstances surrounding her arrest, while former her speaker, Dr. Beaufort Chambers, has urged the government to ensure that the fight against illicit drugs is conducted without either political protection or political persecution. The competing positions have placed the Howard Taylor case at the intersection of criminal justice, politics, human rights, and public confidence in Liberia's institution. Howard Taylor, who served as vice president from 2018 to 2024, was stopped at the Rabat International Airport on August 19 while preparing to travel to Accra, Ghana, where she was scheduled to deliver a keynote address. Her office said she had received no prior notification that she was under investigation and had not being summoned for questioning before being stopped at the airport. According to the statement issued on her behalf, she later learned that investigators were seeking to establish possible links between her and individuals reportedly being investigated for transnational criminal activities. The former vice president's office insists that any contact she may have had with individuals now under investigation occurred in the course of her official governmental responsibilities and does not constitute evidence of criminal involvement. It said Howard Taylor categorically rejects and denies, in the strongest possible terms, the allegations and maintains that the charges are baseless and without merit. At the center of Howard Taylor's defense is not only the substance of the allegations but also the manner in which authorities handle her arrest. Her office said she informed authorities at the airport that she was willing to voluntarily report to the headquarters with her attorneys. Instead, according to the statement, her vehicle was later intercepted along the Congo Town back road while she was traveling to meet her legal team. She was subsequently taken to the police headquarters where she was formally charged in presence of her lawyers. Her office argues that the decision to intercept her after she had indicated her willingness to cooperate raises questions about proportionality and fairness of the enforcement process. It further maintains that Howard Taylor never participated in finance, concealed, or knowingly associated herself with any drug trafficking operation or criminal network. The former vice president office has also alleged that unnamed government figures may have contemplated using artificial intelligence to manufacture doctored audio and video recordings intended to implicate her. It described the allegation as an extremely serious and alarming development, while saying any audio or video material presented as evidence would be subjected to independent forensic examination. The office has characterized the entire prosecution as a politically motivated witch hunt and an abuse of state power, arguing that the timing and manner of the case raised questions about whether state institutions are being used impartially. Despite its objections, the former vice president's office says she intends to challenge the allegations through the courts and believes that a fair examination of the evidence will vindicate her. The government, for its part, maintains that Howard Taylor was formally charged following the investigative procedures and a review of the evidence by a joint national security investigative team. According to the Ministry of Justice, The allegations arise under the Controlled Drug and Substance Act of 2023, the Penal Law, and Anti-Money Laundering and Terrorist Financing Law. The reported allegations include unlicensed importation, sale, distribution, and transportation of controlled substances, illicit trafficking, criminal solicitation, criminal facilitation, criminal conspiracy, and money laundering. Let's leave you on that story. We have more stories here this morning. Let's look up them. We have government human rights record remains fragile. Government human rights record remains fragile as INCHR flags police abuse, detention, and press freedom concerns, but government pledges reforms. We see the photograph of President Borkai right here, but let's read this story. It is right here on page 3. The country's post-war human rights gains remain vulnerable to persistent institutional weaknesses with police brutality, arbitrary detention, restrictions on peaceful assembling, and alleged interference with the press continuing to test the country's commitment to constitutional freedoms. The warning is contained in the 2025 Annual Human Rights Situation Report of the Independent National Commission on Human Rights, which presents what it describes as a mixed human rights picture. While the report records improvement in some of the most serious indicators, including no death attributed to excessive use of force by state security and no death in custody during the reporting period, it says no letter violation and weaknesses in accountability remain major concern. The findings are particularly significant for a country whose modern history has been deeply shaped by state repression, political violence, and amid conflict. Liberia's two civil wars fought between 1990, that's 1989, and 2003 were characterized by widespread violations including extrajudicial killings, massacre, torture, rape, forced recruitment, and use of child soldiers. Against that historical background, the INCHR's latest findings suggest that Liberia's human rights challenge has evolved from the mass atrocities of wartime into a more institutional question whether the state can consistently protect citizens, security institutions, and guarantee fundamental freedoms in everyday life. Justice Minister Anthony General Chancellor N. Oswald Tuer, speaking for the executive branch at the report's launch, acknowledged the Commission's concern and pledged government cooperation. Let's leave it there. We have Minnesota short three group homes linked to LPA boss. Minnesota short three group homes linked to NPA boss. This is on page 3 also. Let's take some lives. Okay, we have page 3 right here. It says Minnesota authorities have taken the significant step of shutting down 3 assisted living facilities linked to Liberia's National Port Authority Managing Director Sekou H. Dukley following findings of licensing violations concerns over resident safety and what state officials describe as credible allegations of Medicare fraud. The enforcement action reported by American public media reports and NPR News has placed renewed scrutiny on Golden Touch Healthcare and other group home businesses associated with Dukley, a senior government official who oversees one of the country's most strategically important public institutions. The Minnesota action does not amount to a criminal conviction against Dukley. Neither the Minnesota Department of Human Services nor the Department of Health has declared him guilty of Medicare fraud. And the aviation or available information does not indicate that he has been criminally charged in connection with the allegations. But the closure of the 3 facilities coupled with questions surrounding Douglas' reported managerial role creates a serious governance and reputational issue in Liberia. According to the investigation by APM Reports and NPR News, the Minnesota Department of Health issued emergency temporary suspensions and revoked the license of three Golden Touch Health Care facilities in Brooklyn Park and Brooklyn Center. The state cited the absence of an appropriately licensed assisted living directed and conditions it determined pose an imminent risk to residents' health and safety. Let's run to the back page of the Daily Observer. We have Liberia is a friend and ally of Ukraine. Okay, are you aware of that? But let's take some lines from this story. It says, the armed forces of Ukraine defend our state every day and thwart the enemy's plan. In particular, the president of Ukraine recently announced the complete liberation of the Dnipro region from the Russian occupiers. In addition, despite the permanent force statement of representatives of Russian military corps, as one of the end of August, as of the end of August, 2026, the Russian occupier has not been able to completely capture Donbass. This indicates Russia's inability to advance further. They hide this inability behind the daily terror of the civilian population because they know that there is nothing to catch on the battlefield. But I don't want to go in depth. I basically thought this was exclusively Liberia, but I don't think I have the patience with them to run through this entire story. So lesson controls back to you.
Okay, so I don't know when Liberia became an friend and ally to Ukraine, but the paper is reporting that.
Yeah.
So let's recap those stories we brought you this morning, and then we run you through our break and come back with our talking points. So the front page Africa is reporting on the front page this morning. Top stories: a call for patriotic duty. And Gafwan challenges government and opposition leaders to lift the flag in shouldering love for country above all. And a tyrant with a certificate of return is still a tyrant. We are once African leaders at 66th Annual General Conference of the Nigerian Bar Association and brokers of the Brad Person Trust. Those are the top stories. Backed by the president, IG Coleman defends his record, but not all the questions. I didn't expect to be loved. As calls for his removal grow louder, Inspector General Gregory Coleman lays out in his own words why he took the job anyway and why he isn't leaving it now, with the president's backing behind him and one unresolved question still trailing him. And lastly, for the front page African newspaper, how five European outcasts flew under radar in a bid to make Liberia a narco state. The man behind the US 390 million cocaine saga. Two Croatians, a Ukrainian, a Serbian, and a Spaniard, charged earlier in the same sprawling case, long before anyone in Monrovia knew their names. These five men had already made themselves at home in government offices, in rundown neighborhoods, in the easy, ordinary friendship that make a foreigner stop being a stranger. It was, investigators say, exactly the kind of access a narco state is built on. And that's the front page Africa. Esther brought us the Daily Observer. So these are the stories on the front page. Ex-VP denies drug charges as Bong citizens demand independent probe. Chambers urges equal justice. And the government human rights record remains fragile as INCHR reflects police abuse. detention of press freedom concerns, but government pledges reforms. And Minnesota shot three group homes linked to MPA bus. Those are the stories. The back page: Liberia is a friend and ally of Ukraine. I'm just getting to know that. All right, so folks, that's all we can take this morning. Let's take a break. We're taking word from our sponsor, and then when we come back, we will run you through our talking points. The program is from the Print News, the Tuesday edition. Today is August 25, and the year is 2026. Wendell Nimna is my name, and I'm here with Esther Daco. So we're taking a break to be right back.
It's my musical. There are crimes in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hands for the right authority. But it can't take your law in. Crime stopper here for us. We need safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor. If you see a you not take it, I mean you check. You wait for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop it, crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, old man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop it, crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop it, crime for all of us.
Randy, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Grove Junction on the Old Road?
Oh no, Charles, tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exeter's Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exeter's Best Price Store on Gala Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
Exactly. When you want some more, I provide it. So we start to talk. Come on, so go deep and deeper. Put it to each again. We are living since in home.
Thank you very much. And folks, it's good to have you back on the program from the Pre-News. And shortly we'll get to our, talking points. Too many good things to talk about. The former president was able to address address members of the Nigerian Bar Association and the current state of the former vice president of the Republic of Liberia and the continuation of the $3,090,000 cocaine saga continues. Where are we? What is the government's position? While the big names, we are still waiting to hear them. So, Esther,
Yeah.
we, the cocaine thing, we'll not stop talking about it,
No,
right?
no, this is something that we
Yeah,
kind of talk
it's,
about
it's,
every
it's,
time.
it's very important for us as a country. Our youth are getting destroyed. And having these terrible guys in our country, can you imagine? Look at the story here. How 5 European outcasts, yeah, 5 European outcasts flew under the radar in the bay to make Liberia a narco state. Can you imagine? Two Croatians, one Ukrainian, a Serbian, and a Spaniard. Troublesome people, how they go into our country after they did all of that in their country. This is the most dangerous guy you see here, this Nicola Vince guy. He's very dangerous. He's the most dangerous person. All right. So you see, our country, you see, when we talk about, we don't have the kind of sophistication, to go about naming these kind of people. It's the same thing we were talking about the other day about having 1,200 deportees to Liberia. The government is telling us that these people did not do anything that warrant, or they were not involved in any crimes.
Funny.
All right?
Yeah, already 20% is already here. I hope you're aware of that.
I'm aware.
Okay.
So, I don't know. But the government is saying that they are free of crimes. What is their issue? Some people are saying that these are people who fled their country because they were being chased after by the government. Maybe they went out and said something, so they felt that they were no longer safe in their own country.
Right.
So they have asked to be taken to another country. And Liberia accepted that. Liberia agreed to take the 1,200 people.
No, you don't mess the story up. They didn't leave their country and come to Liberia. They went to the United States.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
And
Our
the United
country,
States now is saying that they can now host them in their country. So
Liberia say we can host them. Say you can host them.
At a dump site.
America's Liberia say we got place for these people. But taking them is one thing. So when we take them, who will support them? So we've been told that money's exchange hands.
Okay.
That some money was given to the government of Liberia. It's alleged.
To do what?
To, accept these people in our country.
So
the 1,200 people.
Is it going to be for their upkeep? Is it going to be, what is it going to be for? Because you integrating somebody into your society.
This is where the government need to tell us, because these people coming to Liberia, how are they coming? Are they coming on the expense of our taxpayer money?
One, why is the United States not able to host them when there are a lot of opportunities there? We do not have opportunities in Liberia.
Exactly.
The very Liberians that are here are even struggling with looking for jobs. How are these people going to survive?
I want to take you here and put it on my head. Seriously.
Funny. It's very interesting.
Because, looking at the constraint that we are faced with as a country, Esther, I don't know, but I've been receiving a lot of calls, people calling and asking for help for children's school fees.
That's a normal thing.
And all of that, because we got 2 more weeks to the reopening of schools. And parents are yet to have their children registered. But our government say they can they will accept the 1,200 people to come into this country. Who are those people? Who are they? What did they do? let the government come and give us the information on these 1,200 people because it's very important. It's very important. Are we giving rise to more drugs coming into our country? Because these people, we don't know them. Whether Liberians are part of them, we don't know. But we've been told these are people from different nationality. All right? So our government say we can take them. Since America we got all the opportunities, say they're 1,200 people, we can't keep them here. Our president run there. Our president has an eye. So I'm quite sure the Minister of Foreign Affairs and those requisite agencies who are responsible for search accepted that, yes, Mr. President, we can take them. But let me give our money, we'll take them. So it's alleged that the government received some serious cash for these people to come into our country.
How does it help Liberia? Because my main concern here is, the upliftment of Liberia. Whatever you do out there, whatever agreement that you have out there, how does it affect the Liberian population in a positive way? Because that's our concern. These people coming into our country, do you even know them? Because one thing, their pictures, we should see these people because we don't even know why they are even being deported here. You cannot tell us these people, left their countries on asylum. Why can't you keep them where you have them? Are they getting involved in things that they should not be involved in? Because I know a lot of people are in the United States there, when they're seeking this very asylum and you have them, integrated into your society. Why do you not want these ones? Why is it that you do not want them? So if you're not coming with the clear, facts, we the Liberian people, we are afraid. When you just get up one morning, you see one strange person in your community, you don't even know that person's background, why they left their country, they left, all of that. This is very serious.
Esther, I'm from the old order. And I always like to speak to some of the things that we saw in this country when we were growing up. I remember when we were growing up, there were plainclothes cops all over the place. Esther, if somebody into the community, you're not sure of the person, it is the government responsibility to get to that person, to ask them, who are you? How did you get into our country? To ask them. All right. If their being here is legal, it's good. If their being here is illegal, then bring them to book. If there's a need, we can have them deported.
Of course.
But everybody just come in our country. Whether they come by airport, they come by, seaport or what kind of port. I mean, you just see strange faces. You see different nationalities in our country. You see them in one house. Everybody. So 1,200 people coming now. Where are they going to take them? Do we have the capacity? Do we have shelter for these people? When Liberians themselves are struggling to get shelter, people's homes have been broken down. They are still squatting with families and friends. But we got 1,200 people coming. People who were deported or who are being deported from the United States.
A country that cannot even sustain its own people. Interesting.
Nigeria ain't there. Ghana ain't there.
No, I heard.
Sierra Leone ain't there.
I heard Ghana.
Ghana took some?
Yeah.
Okay, so our part of when we get there.
Yeah.
I'm concerned about my country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one thing I'm concerned about Liberia window is because we do not have the kind of security that other countries have. We don't have it.
Yeah.
You cannot even solve a single crime.
But you have 5% here with Tom in our country. Dangerous
how many times
how did they come into our country?
Brothers in the street and the police or investigator could not investigate and find out the cause of the person's death or trace a fingerprint to whoever did the act. Do you even have
We don't have that sophistication.
You don't.
We don't.
But then you bring these people into your country. These people are from different countries. Some of them are not even from Africa when they're coming here. Like,
And
make it make sense. Why would you want to do your country that way?
before we get to Esther to read out the comments,
That's interesting, though.
the current state, we've been told that the former vice president of the Republic of Liberia, after she got relief or from the hospital, she was taken home, undergoing, she's being looked at thoroughly because we've been told her condition hasn't improved yet. So she will be at home while she awaits due process. So we hope that the lawyers representing the former vice president, once she is recovered, she can be taken to the court because she's already been charged. So she's been charged in connection to the $19 million cocaine case. So that's the current state of the former vice president of Liberia. She's right now at home, still undergoing her medication. And once her condition improved, she will be taken for, due process. So that's the situation we are faced with the former vice president. So we'll go to Esther to read, to take few comments, and after which we can take calls from people. So let's get to Esther.
Okay, the comment session. All right, let me just read from here.
Okay, yeah, but Esther, just a meaning. Okay, so while we are still on the former vice president, it says ex VP Taylor arraigned before the Monrovia City Court taken for drug related charges. So, okay, so that's the current situation now. We've been told the former vice president is being taken to the Monrovia City Court to facing her drug related charges. So, Esther, let's get the comments and then we can move on.
Right. And so, right to the comment session, we have, we would just read out few. We have by Pin Paul Lee. He says, "Good morning, Freedom FM family. I'm watching from Johnsonville. Hezekiah Dodo says, greetings from my end. Watching live from District 17, Montserrat County. I want to use this option to extend this message to my beloved people of Grand Crew County. Our county needs an individual who will truly speak for the people of Grand Crew about our economic slavery. We have fake politicians who did not exercise their function in the past 12 years. We have others who have been there for the past 9 years and did nothing. And please don't forget the other one who is seeking glory from one destination to the other, pretending to be peaceful but has no regard for women. Grand Crew deserves better. We deserve leaders who will fight for jobs, roads, schools, and respect for our mothers, sisters, and daughters. The time for silence is over. Let us stand together and choose leaders who will serve the people, not themselves. Grand Crew first. We have Stephen Yakade says, good morning. I'm following from Cotton Tree, District 2, Lower Maigibi County. We have Peter Tokpa. He says he's watching from Duper Road. Peter one day says, I'm following you from Crown Hill Community. We have Wati Bloody says, I'm watching from the Philippines. We have Jonathan K. Bolo following from the U.S. We have Hilton with a Jado watching from Greenville City, Sino County. We have Ezekiel Yuma Johnson. He says, good morning, Freedom FM family. Following from Chicken Soup Factory. Thank you for the update. We have Ezekiel Yuma Johnson again says, good morning. We have Benjamin E. Vamo says, following from Lakbasi Zone. We have James S. Keller. He says, I heard that Katumu, Joseph, and Jojo need to surrender to the police as well. And Jojo need to be at the police station answering questions. We have Farm Homes Hosting Agency, the best radio station in Liberia. Bravo. Watching from my coffee hydro power plant, Arlington. So far, we know these are all the comments we can take for now. Let's We can take calls now.
Okay, so it's true. We can now take calls. So those of you who are listening, you want to make your import. You just heard about the update on the former vice president of Liberia. She's being arraigned at the Monrovia City Court. Well, she will face those related drug charges. And we also spoke about the 1,200 people. Out of them, we've been told 20 have already entered the country. And so that is where we are as a country. And the cocaine case investigation continues. So, too many things happening in Liberia. The school year is about to open. Parents are struggling. All right. Those of you who have money to help people, please reach out in the communities, and that's the one you look. I mean, this country, man, we just got to pray. Let's keep praying. Let's keep praying because of the too many blood we shed in this country, too many ugly things happening in this country, and we just need to put this country in the hands of God.
Exactly.
He's the only person that can deliver us. All right? Not man. Man would just make empty promises. But when God promised you that he's going to do something, take it or leave it. He's going to do it for you at the appropriate time. So call us on 0776 104 104 0886 500 104. And the female line is 0770 297 016. The numbers to call, the WhatsApp line for those of you outside Liberia. The WhatsApp line, those of you outside Liberia, you want to make your contribution. David King, you have to hold your line. Let me make some adjustment before I take your calls, please. You have to hold them a little bit. I can't take you now, so please. Let me make some adjustment and I'll get back to you. But let's take the calls now. Our numbers are on, and we also, on behalf of the Print News crew, we want to extend our deepest condolences to the family of the late Janje Bape, former superintendent of Grand Bassa County, who passed away a few days ago. But let's take this person as our first caller. Hello. Yeah, welcome to the show. Let's hear you. No time. Let's hear you. Go ahead with your contribution. Tell us your name and go ahead with your contribution.
Thank you. My name is Uvasim Physics, Dr. William and Esther. I do join the educated conversation for the community where people find it difficult to have access to proper water. In fact, what I'm going to do is all the river is shared with our community in central water. So let me say thank you. You see, these are the indicators of when told that Mr. Barker is to go on step one. Mr. Barker and the Unity Party, this Unity Party continue to play game over our country. What do I mean? They went to an agreement with the United States government to receive 1,200 deportees who came from Colombia, Mexico. I mean, people have created dangerous farms in the United States. In fact, they are quoted in safe home. I've been getting them to go for Liberia on that agreement on the basis of 5 billion. But the line to the public that they never receive any money. Our intelligence is telling us that other people told us that yes, indeed, the government of the United States gave 5 billion. Why does the Bunker and the Unity Party consider that? So, Madam Joao, I mean, if I hear from Bunker, there is a caveat to Mr. Bunker and the Unity Party. The way they were successful to kill is a pre-closing. They will not be successful to kill our mother for us. So, it's a caveat. Let the Joao be a step of consciousness and of health. Or else, Mr. Bunker will bear the very consequences. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity this afternoon.
Thank you very much. Let's take more calls here on the program. Let's take this person. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Okay, it's like let me switch. So guys, Spencer, David, and Patience, I can now take your calls, but let me talk to Patience first. Hello. I'm fine, thank you. Let's hear you, Patience. Go ahead.
Patient will contribute, Mr. Nime. Mr. Nime, he is country for that But back out to enter foreigner come for the country and come stay here. If you are from don't be surprised. You will see women don't start taking that. They went to Australia to have in the country the
Thank you, there, Patience. That's Patience. Let's talk to David King. David King, welcome to the show.
Yeah, Mr. Newman, good afternoon and good morning, good evening to our Liberian brothers and sisters all around the globe.
Good afternoon, David. Let's hear you in a minute.
You see, Mr. Newman, I specifically call to talk about our mother, Joe Howard Taylor, who hails from our county, Bon County. I am calling on all Bongis. This is not the time for us to sit down and allow Mr. Bwakai and a bunch of gangsters to carry on this rule of our country. We know Madam Taylor to be a lady of integrity. And because of that, we are calling on Prince Temumwe. We know that you have fought hard to destroy this lady, and you have succeeded in doing that with your gangster leader. And we are saying to you, Mr. Temumwe, whatever you have brought upon this lady, you brought you to the political landline of our country. Before you could become lawmaker, it was Mrs. Taylor who brought you to her office and you started working there before you became a representative. So today you are chosen to tear the woman representation apart. You and Mr. Bwaka. Or let us let you to know that Bon County will never forgive you and Joseph Bwaka for what you have done to Madam Taylor. Thank you very much.
Thank you, there, David King. Thanks for your contribution. Let's take more calls here this afternoon on the program from the Pre-News. Spencer Mohammed is on the phone. So, Spencer, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Windia, and good afternoon, Esther, and Windia. Good afternoon to both of you. I'm Spencer Mohammed, and I call for Down Coast Bone Hill, Winter Community, a member of Concern Librarian for Justice. Windia, firstly, let me use the meet to congratulate the 10th most educated president in Africa, His Excellency Dr. George Manuel Weah, for his excellent deliberation and excellent representation of Liberia on the international stage. This is what we did not see over the last 6 years. We saw President Bwakai protesting all around here on Lobby. Even when kindergarten students were protesting, he was among it, yet they said he was an agriculturalist. We want to say bravo, President Weah. Thank you for promoting us. Thank you for being the image of Liberia internationally. That's why we always behind you and continue to support you. Thank you very much. And with that, President Weah made a very salient point in his deliberation. He said today, our Africa, our most scary thing is not cool. He said the fact that we are fighting, one of the most scary things that we are fighting and the threat to democracy in Africa is the act of people who are elected president, or people who are elected democratically to they behave like a dictator is a threat to our democracy in Africa, and that's what President is doing. President Bwaka, you are elected democratically, but gradually you are turning to dictator and want to destroy our country. So ask, Windell, where are the women of success who were protesting all around here in the case of Gloria Mususka that were lying all on the floor of the community? Are we not having women of substance here to stand for Joy Howard Taylor? Or is Madam Joy Howard Taylor not women of substance? What standard are they taking to measure the case of Gloria Mususka, murder daughter, and that of Joy Howard Taylor? We call them on them. Thank you for just a minute, just 30 seconds. Yesterday, who were so in advocacy, why is it that we have remained dead? Is it that they have two types of people in Liberia? It's very sad. Pray for the better days to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Spencer. Let's talk to another person. Good afternoon. Yeah, good afternoon. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, this is Mawate.
Let's hear you 1 minute, Mawate.
Yeah, I want to say a thank you this afternoon. And when they are my son, you're discussing about the people that came in the country. And you are discussing about what are the community and small things, and what are the kids government small things. I want to also FN that the kids government 144 million that indicate yourself worker. I reach me. I heard it from the way he said the pastor, but us put on his show. I play a heard it. And then you were discussing, you were saying something about you were saying something that about parents calling you for school fee, then extra taco team at Rossi is usual. My son with them, my daughter extra taco, no more that do herself. That no responsibility we can't only get to be taken. But my daughter is not easy. That's why you see we can pour you. Because I know what we do. You can know I'm in that office. I talk to your the last year school year, my children go to school. 2024 we there and all of a sudden they won't shut me. Don't tell them I was living, I will not care, I will not even do anything for them. Children were happy. But for the time they get again, and it's suffering I'm going through. They go to school at the end, they not go to school. I'm not going to anybody to be passing whatever, but I want to make it get big. I don't get big for what no one will not let us say, they get whatever people, you're me, they want to happy. So ready to go sometimes when hear your say that you know so now it can make us. The one who further people, let this people that this people begin to live a long relationship. I'm talking on the air today. Now all of them go down and they say that you go with it, go with it. I got to put my first street to go hospital. But you won't get to the second half of the second half and then you return. When they give the power, then I you're sitting right. So they always take money. The one make it around can see it. You know, depending on how you say, I will help us, I will make water for our children to go to school. You see it? There's no one now that they want to be taking people.
Thank you. Thank you, Mawate. Thanks for your contribution. Let's talk to this person. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. People with them and so this is the part of the common portion. I mean, it's really, they want to be concerned as well as justice. People with them, I call to speak directly in reference of your conversation I had with the former vice president. And I speak to all the share of giving the state of the you see, these guys that we are dealing with, they don't let you know for competition. They get competitiveness. So, one kind of group of jail want to even destroy election before election. Here's what they are doing. They want to make sure they get rid of all the strong opponents. There are a lot of low ones that cannot even win election in this country will be left in the race with them. That is their whole play. That's what they are playing. Look, in recent times, these guys are done polling all their related radio stations. People who can go on radio talk show know what I'm talking about. All of them, they're having view sampling. They're having testing the water to see their popularity rating. They themselves are realizing that popularity rating has dropped. That if today was the election day, they will lose to the CDC. So what next is to destroy the CDC in the Senate. Now, look, is Georgia today, is Georgia today, will they all, those who are not talking about what the one particular regime is doing, they are playing and playing both. They're breaking their interest. They don't want for George Weah to come back. So it is their playing. So I beg you, Mr. President, you're listening. You the next guy on the toilet. You either act now or never act until they destroy your character.
Thank you.
They just want to destroy your character and they are going to draw what you know. They want to damage your character. War that fought war. It is not fighting to fight war. It is not fighting to protect.
Okay.
So let us get to this one before they get to us.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's take the female general, Masisi. Masisi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my big window. How you doing?
I'm all right.
Daddy Dapo.
Yeah, Masisi. Not bad.
Well, this is Masisi. I'm calling for Crown. You put it well.
Masisi, you there? Masisi, are you there? Masisi, I think you have to shift a little bit, change your location because you're gone dead. Masisi, you there? Masisi, are you there? Oh, Masisi, I think you have to call us back. We lost you, or you went dead. So call us back. Let's talk to this person. Hello.
Hey, Winner, how are you?
I'm fine. Edmond Kai, welcome to the show.
Thank you, man. Let me say hi to Esther. And I'm Edmond Kai. I'm a proud member of Concerned Liberian for Justice. And you know the government lies about everything. There are two different reports for these guys that came to the country, coming into the country rather.
Mm-hmm.
Some that saying 124 million from international journalists. There was a panel that was discussing it. They actually 124.
That was the figure I heard.
Yeah. So and that thing is not false. You are ice if you want to. You go into it. And you accept free at a humanitarian level or accept money to allow the people to come in. Like I was listening to that thing panel discussion with the guy from Nigeria. But they said Liberia they didn't decide to bring intellectual, to bring engineer in their. But what they decide to bring to their country, criminals, to accept more money and bring criminals in their country. So what is important is that the government should be fair. I was listening to some of the guys are getting very disappointed with their own unity party. The guy who swear they were planning to trap in the sea. I was listening to him last night. He said this government need to do well when it comes to communication. You see, because in the age of technology and with AI, it becomes so difficult for the government to lie. You can still tell the truth, because if you continue to lie, we will go behind and make research and come up with the rightful information. But it's not possible just for information minister to go stay somewhere and tell Liberian people, the people were transferred to Liberia on humanitarian level, a long-term relationship with America. No! You lie to the Liberian people. Yeah. How are we going to take care of these people in this country? They don't have family. They come from here. Yeah, are you going to be keeping them somewhere? People are nice to cook their food. When they get sick, you take them to hospital, you buy their clothes, you get them per down every month. You need to tell us something. That's like ATP you're telling us that they were transferred on humanitarian level. You need to be serious. Don't lie to us. You don't know that about the continue from Liberia. No. But it's not possible that you're going to bring them here. You tell me, say you're not going to be growing them. You're not going to provide food for them every day. You're not going to get them per down every month. And you just bring them, you just that. It's not possible. And mind you, America get into you. These people got family, maybe their own family rejected them.
Okay.
But anything happen to any of them, these people are going to sue Liberia for accepting their citizen, and then something happen to any of them in this country.
Thank you. Let's leave it there. Edmond, I had to cut you off because of time. Let's take this person. Hello? I'm fine. Thank you. Welcome to the show. What's your name, sir?
Yeah, thank you very much for the show. My name is Abraham Yuma, police member of Concerned Liberian for Justice.
Welcome, Abraham. Let's hear you.
Yeah. When I think you will talk about the job issue, you also talk about the deportation.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. When it comes to the drugs issue, the government has known that they are understood that they are the one that brought the drugs, and they are damaged their reputation for 2029. So they are finding means to tie other people into it, like the CDC. Because they are hearing all around, only the new CDC they can hear for the Liberian people to be an alternative for them 2029. So for that, they have decided in their mind by using the tactics they use on Manajua, then the people will say, oh, it is CDC and the Unity Party that brought the drug, so let's reject the power or let's get to the Unity Party. So that's their mind. But I want to also say that the international partners, especially America, there's a man called Louis Farrakhan. He said, as long as you allow America to do to your people as a leader of your country, you allow them to do what they want to do to you, then you are all right, nigga. So that's what they are doing here. When President Bush went to the United States, everything that Donald Trump was saying that was yes, yes, sir. Even when I say, where did you learn? He said, yes, sir. So he was telling the road that anything you want to do in the bureau, just do it. So in that case, the road should have some leverage on it that when you're doing these things, the wrong thing, they're breaking the laws of this country, removing terror position and bringing cocaine to have leverage so that they have big pressure rise the government. Now what's going on? Because when we have a president here, we saw how the American embassy was releasing press release all the time, criticizing the government for all the misrule about President Biden. We're not hearing the American government coming up openly to condemn the actions. And that's what I in the report, the NCC report, NCC scorecard report, one more time. But every day, my country was here. So those are the issues.
Okay.
They have to they bring it to other countries because they know that but also the other side of that people have those devotees. We are hearing rumor that America want to use that bureau as a base to attack Burkina Faso. Also possible that a nation that we are bringing here. Because we are not sophisticated to know. It's very possible they can use that. Thank you very much for the show.
Thank you. That's another sensitive information you just provided. We hope that information is not true. But let's take you. Hello.
Good afternoon, Brother William.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the show. This voice sounds like Sabu Rasta. What am I crying for? No, I'm not smart. Oh.
No, we're too smart, man. Let me just go afternoon to Esther. How are you doing, Esther, my sister?
I'm okay.
Yeah. For the public recognition, this is the voice of Sabu Rasta.
Welcome to the show, Sabu. It's good to have you. It's been a bit.
Yeah, exactly. We are working behind the scene, but we are working to make sure now we have sent the president. But
Okay.
according to the issue, we are called for. Look, if I appreciate we are, that will be ungrateful. If I appreciate Bakupe, that will be ungrateful. I won't be ungrateful. Look, what we have demonstrated on the 66th anniversary, that one was true leader. That what we refer to as true leader. We refer to as state-planted leader. Look, we don't need to contractize the African brothers, telling them about peace to embrace unity. We're not to commend President William for his brilliant speech that he gave to the Nigerian bar association. But we're not going to the real issue. Look, we're not in the last time tell you about yata.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you about yata, what President said, yata. I tell you what can happen.
Yeah.
And how many people do you know? Look, we're not going to imagine the greatest project in the world in Morocco. When I hear what who are you? And we know, other than the greatest project in the whole world. What do you call it, Morocco? When I hear what who are you, we know.
Nobody.
But today, nobody is what, but we don't know today, we're not today, you have Baghdad restoration, that we have said was trash, or dumb side. Anytime, you get any death there for any project, just bring it like, bro. Thank you, man. God, thank you, thank you for the show.
Thank you, Sabu Rasta. Let's talk to this person. Hello. We can take one more call or two more calls. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. Welcome to the show. What's your name, sir?
I'm Pastor Emmanuel T. Kubo. I come from Arkansas, District 11, precisely.
Okay, Pastor. How's everything with you?
Well, we are not too satisfied because the way the country is running and the government is not acting very responsible.
Okay.
Most especially when it comes to the drug issue. Yeah, because we try to follow up with a radio station. Well, thank you guys for giving us proper information. Because as the responsible government, and you kicked against drug yesterday, the loudest. So today in your government, currently, you have given out 12 persons out of your government in top security sectors. Now, why is it that you can't have them arrested, investigated, and to be prosecuted? So it is in my mind, honestly, I'm disappointed even in the church. Because you'll be giving us hard time to cancel people that they're preaching, but we have to cancel them. We already have one Zogos here. So if that's not going to become a drug trafficking country, that you will store, import and store, and sell out, it becomes a very dangerous thing. We know it is hard to federal, but for me, in my mind, the government has established a own battle. Because you have to investigate how the drug enter this country, that kind of huge quantity, in the first time in the history of our country. is so surprising that the church is actually speaking. Not because it is your party's president. You don't do that into Liberia.
Okay.
You got to inherit the party sentiment and speak boldly to power as ministers of the gospel.
Okay.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you, man of God. Let's take this person as our last caller. We're taking you, this person, as our last caller. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, my brother. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm here with Esther. What's your name, sir, and where you join us from?
Okay, Esther, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, this is the voice of Indouble Pastor calling for looking down.
Okay, let's hear you. You're the last caller, so take your 1 minute.
That's very good. Thank you for that opportunity. You know, first of all, let me say a very good thanks to our incoming president, Okube, by grateful to Nigeria and allow them, to really understand what they don't know. I really appreciate that.
Okay.
This country is something I believe that we must, all of us must sit down to think about how to help ourselves.
Okay.
Every time campaign time is now, everybody will partner out to go campaigning for nothing else. If the broker regime will just that nobody will about to trust again.
Okay.
All of them care about money. They don't care about people. But I still believe that God has a plan for us.
Okay.
This time around coming now, I will always allow people to understand that the incoming president in Bekube, why he went to Nigeria to establish some certain, structures over there, is God's plan. Because God wants to send in there for people to hear the voice of who is about to become president again.
Okay.
But I'm still trying to tell Mr. Bwaka, or President Bwaka, sorry, that you must always think about how to consider us and bring his son outside. That his son, let him pray, because Colombia people say the kind of voice that all of us believe, even if our son has fought for. Let him bring his son outside. Let us question him.
Okay.
He's not supposed to be behind the bar, not former president, former vice president. That is not the issue. I think let us think about how to help ourselves. And I read reading to the pastor, let their prayer be fast and very forward with good living.
Thank you.
Of money or whatever. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you very much to our last caller and all of you who took up time to call in and make your contribution on the show. We say a big thank you to you, God's willing. Esther and I, together with the rest of the crew, will be here tomorrow on the midweek edition of the program from the Pre-News, brought to you by Crime Stopper Liberia, Exodus Best Price Store on Gerler Street in Oro Smart Road Junction, and Mayuba and Sons Incorporated. Until we are back here tomorrow, God's willing, do have a pleasant